Hello and welcome to Tim's BMW repairs and information. Well, at last the sun's out in the UK, it's boiling hot, nice to get the roof down, do a bit of cruising, have the radio on full blast. Only problem is, yep, the radio stopped working. Yep, it was okay yesterday, today it's just stopped working. Well, today's video is about what's gone wrong with the radio, how to fix it, how much it's going to cost you, about $30, £25. Yeah, it takes you about half an hour and it's all done. A very satisfying job. Okay, so let's get on with it. We have to first put the roof into the service position. Now, done from the key as long as you have comfort opening set. You have to catch it right at the right moment. So lid goes down. Boot or trunk opens. When it stops, let go of the button. Right, let's start with this cover as always. Two hands today, so I'm not holding the camera. I should come out a bit easier. Good sharp pull. And he's off. Put him down there. Right, well, the dual diversity amplifiers are right below this cubby. So we've got to get that cubby out, and that's not as easy as it looks. And also we've got to allow enough space to get it past the rear light, so that has to come out as well. So let's start undoing things. We'll start with these clips here. Put them in the cover for safekeeping. One there, one under here. They're off. Two more here. With those out, we can get rid of the small bit of carpet here. Oh yeah, that goes behind the gasket here. There we go, he's out. And that's out. That allows us to see the cubby at the very least. Cubby itself is held on by that bolt, that blind rivet, and this one here. There we go, he's off. Next thing we need to get out is the cover for the rear light. Got three blind rivets on it, one there, one around here. Oopsie daisy. And then an awkward one round the corner here. There we go. They're all out. Then the cover for the light can come off. There we go, made it look easy that time. Righty-ho, with that lot out, the cubby holes are loose. We can get the tool roll out. And we can straight away see the FM diversity amplifier there. This has to come off next. Makes an awful racket as it comes off. There we go, he's off. Right, the next bit of the cubby hole removal, it's got two metal clamps here. So we can either pull it or get the under there. Right, the cubby hole is now loose. It isn't held in anywhere, but it's nigh impossible to get out. And there's a technique to that. You have to remove the rear brake light. And we'll plop him down there. Don't touch the envelope. It is a halogen. So tie him around there. And this end comes out first. Like that. And heads towards the brake light. There we go. Right, after getting access to the amplifier by moving that cubby around, you also may lose one of your feet. But these, I've stuck these in, they've been glued in, so they're not going to come out again. First time I did this, they all just popped out, and I found them in the bottom here. Right, T25 Torx, right in the middle. Just goes around and around forever. So you need T25 and a tiny little screwdriver. And I'll show you what that's for in a second. There we go. Amplifier is now loose. And then we've got a number of connectors. That's the diversity aerials to the left in your picture. Yeah, that just pulls out. So that goes through the body and into the bumper. Then you've got power and control at the top. That just pulls out. There we go. And then diversity amplifier in and out. Right, to get the UHF connectors off, use a little screwdriver to get under the plastic cover, lift him up so he's out of the way, and another same screwdriver in the side there, and there we go, he comes out. Get him off there. Screwdriver under the side. It's pig awkward. Always is with these UHF connectors. They're never easy to come off. And you don't want to force them, because if you do force them, they just snap the connectors here. New amplifier. Push them into place. Press the pink bit back down again. Pink bit back down. Reconnect the power and control wires. And the one to the dual diversity aerials. And with it dangling there, we can go and check if it works. Back in the cabin, let's switch the radio on. Very hissy, that's for sure. And then we can do a manual search if we like. But what it will do is find stations by itself. So we go back to manual search, and on there you'll find radio stations filled in already. Let's try radio 4. And there we go, we've got your radio all working again. Just a case of sticking things back together. All very easy, well, apart from putting the cubby back on, which is always a bit of a pain. Now, with the radio working, we can just fit that back onto its little place there. Just a case of fumbling about until you find the right place. Get the central Torx back up again. There we go, he's in. Now, the cause of the dual diversity amplifier failing is always due to water, and I'll put a little thingy up and it'll be in the description of how to stop water coming in. Basically, it comes in through the rear light apertures, and if you've ever replaced the light, then it must have a grommet fitted there, because if it doesn't, then it will leak. Rightio, well, the hard bit is getting the cubby in. Oh, it's also worth saying that I'll zoom you out slightly. If you have had a leak in the boot, which will be the cause of the amplifier failing, then this insulation here will be sopping wet. So just take the whole cubby out, stick it in the airing cupboard, or leave it in the sun until it's all dried out. Now, getting the cubby in, I'd love to explain to you how it goes in, but the way it goes in is just fiddling until it drops into place. There's no easy way to explain how to do it. It's just a case of fiddling about with it. That's looking promising. So that's under this and over here. And pull the carpet up here. Get the bottom of the cubby in there. This is why you remove the rear brake light, because that does go around it. There we go. And that's in. And these clips in first. There we go. And then we start replacing the clips. Start with the one I usually miss out, which is this one here. Now, if the clips don't want to go back in, you need to pull the head of the rivet out a bit further. That will allow it to go in. Rightio, last time I put that one in, don't do that. That was a mistake, because the carpet goes over there. Rightio, so we've got this one in here, one in there. We can now fit back this, the bit that makes the awful noise as it comes on, just held on by clips here, 4 clips. All plastic, which is why it makes such an awful racket as it goes in. Righty ho. Of course, we'll have to put the brake light back in. There we go. Right, don't forget to leave that empty there. Make sure your light's all back in again and all the cabling right. This goes in next. The cover for the rear light. Now this goes over the gasket, whereas the next bit will go under the gasket. There we go, there's one there. The awkward one around the corner, you really don't want to drop that one because it'll disappear into the bowels of the car. And then one here. There we go. Next thing on is the cover. Don't forget this one goes under the cover, under the gasket. There we go, it's more or less in place. Right, open the lid. Another blind rivet in there. Close. Oh, don't forget to put your tool roll back in. And one there. And just the cover to go on next. So lining them up before you hit him. Make sure all the clips are going to go through the holes. And that's it. Job's a good one. And there we go then. Yeah, very satisfying repair.
Free, and it shouldn't need a cord.
Radio's working again. All the station listings are back up in the row. Yeah, they disappear as soon as the FM tuner or diversity amplifier fails. Yeah, they all disappear and you don't get any in your list at all. But I've got them all back again, so I'm really happy with that. I can now fire up and get out onto the road, radio full blast, and have a bit of fun. Well, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all the comments. Yeah, I've been a bit lax recently, I must admit. Yeah, got a bit behind in everything, but I'll catch up. Anyway, keep subscribing, keep commenting, put the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.